Sometimes when I'm having a hard time here on planet Earth, and as a sensitive person, I have hard times here. When I feel really stuck, getting really dense energy, I start to really wonder, is this a planet of manifesting your dreams and desires, or is this a difficult soul school that we're here to grow from, or is it some punishment for another life, right? I don't usually believe that one, but you have your days. You have your days where you're like, maybe I did something wrong, and that's why I'm here. Because you just look around and you're thinking, the dreams I have for this life, the possibility that I've come up with, they're not here. Where are they? Why is it so hard? And so I took this energy to my guides some days ago, and I'm bringing it back up now because it still feels relevant. And what they shared with me is that all of those things could be true, right? This is definitely a planet of manifestation, but depending on where you're standing, your agreement about reality, your understanding about reality is going to be what reality is for you. If you are in this feeling that life is a school to challenge you through growth, so it will be. If you are here to experience joy and magic and play and creation, so it will be. If you are here to feel completely disconnected, you will. It doesn't mean that was your only mission, right? It just means where you're standing, there's all of these varying realities simultaneously existing. And honestly, I can see that in my own life. Some days I am on top of the world and everything does flow. It's a different world. It feels like a different world than the days where I am caught in the suffering of the human experience or the earth experience that I perceive it as. And from that place, I am not necessarily the creator of my reality. Now, I am because I'm creating that. But I have given my power away to the dominant fear, shame, worry stories around me, not to my higher creative self. And so those are creating through me. They are creating my life. So in a way, I am no longer the conscious creator. I am still a creator because it's just happening. I am amplifying that, but I am not an empowered one. I'm not the creator with this, dominant intention who can choose and call in what she wants. I'm really more of a victim to my own creations, but they're not really my creations. They are collective, stagnant creations. And I have allowed them in, and I just emanate them back out and I live them. And we all do this at some point in time. We are the creators of our cultural collective experience through us. And we're still the creator, but we have no awareness of it. So we aren't able to create from our soul's perspective, from our highest good. And that's okay, because that's part of a journey. Some of that is content to make us want to remember that we have this ability to create. And what they showed me is that, we could create anything, but our souls have kind of come in, like we want to uncover this certain style of painting. And there's a lot in the painting, a lot in the painting. And we are basically just painting it as we go. We are remembering this painting that our soul had set out, as though the whole thing was complete outside of time and space, and we are remembering it through experience, through, oh man, that was painful, I don't want to feel that again. How do I heal enough to love myself to not feel that? And then, okay, we paint that into the picture. And how do I call in a relationship that matches that? And I paint that into the picture, right? And we're here to do that. And when we remember that, now it may, at first I was like, is that limiting? What if I didn't set anything, like what if I set things that I don't really want to do anymore? And they're like, you probably would not find it limiting. And if you think that, you haven't brought in nearly the level of abundance that your picture has for you. But your soul and your identity does kind of have a lean an energy, a vibe. There is something unique to it. You could change it entirely, but there do seem to be certain things that feel more authentic to us than other things that are authentic to someone else. So there is this kind of image. But what we do with that image, what aspects we bring in, what we don't bring in, is up to the life experience. There are varying options and change. It isn't merely just like, okay, whatever comes will come. And, that could be good, but you can also be really intentional. Call something in, feel empowered in that. I love this because I want to remember that, because there are days where I don't. And then I am the I'm the perpetuator of the lowest common denominator of reality that I don't want. And I want to be a creator of a reality that not only I want, but maybe others would want to. I want to contribute to the story, to the greater story of a more whole and loving world. But I can't wait for that to exist externally, for that to be the case, and neither can you. I always see things online. I was like, the 5D is coming and all of these things. And, that may or may not be true, right? Or it is true on some level. I think there's more energy available to us, but it is coming through us individually first. And that's what they tell me, right? And there is a collective push for that. But from our vantage point, it is through our life, our creation, our embodiment that that's going to show up. And it isn't going to come save us without our participation, right? I see a lot of people waiting for something, some external source to come save us, and it's like, it's already there. But you have to join it. Your participation is important. And it doesn't mean force, or you have to, create something physical and make it happen. It means step into that awareness, step into the new beliefs and thought processes and the way of being and interacting that you want this new world to be. Even if it's not a new world for everyone, even if it's just your life, that is a new world for you. And it might be a new world for a lot of people. So if you're feeling like maybe you're on this difficult learning curve in Earth School and you'd like to be in the I'm here to be a creator, really pause and see what information you're taking in, what narrative you're living in. Because there is a reality within you that is a joyful creator that can come back to joy whenever they forget it, whenever you forget it, that can come back to feeling empowered. And I know when I'm reminded of this, my power comes back online, and then all of a sudden life starts to match me. And the same is true for you. So if you like this, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the things. Check out my website, on my link on my bio. And if you want a reading, or if you want to do a mentorship and dive deeper into your patterns, let's start changing. Let's start changing reality together, right? Have a container that helps you to do that. Thank you so much.